What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. Just getting the stream started. So we did have the Bitcoin monthly candle close. Not a pretty good monthly close. It was a red monthly close, but it was no different than what we had in 2017. And honestly, Bitcoin's still looking really bullish. It's looking like we're probably going to keep moving up. I have my Discord open here. So yeah, guys, in this stream, we're going to be going over all of this. We're going to be going over, what I think Bitcoin's going to be doing from here on out. And we're going to be talking about Ethereum and some of the altcoins as well. So definitely stick around. I'll be right back. I'm going to let people join in first, and then we'll get the stream started. So if you're watching this as a playback, you can just skip ahead as the intro begins. What's up, guys? I see people are already joining in. Grins, Quant Crypto, Lugnuts, Luis, Crypto Bull God, Cow Level Crypto, always here. Cow Level Crypto is like a long-time viewer. What's up, all the regulars? G, Brune, Max. What's up, guys? All right, so I'll be right back. I'm just going to let the intro play, have people join in, and we'll get started. All right, guys, we're going to need 100 likes to start. We're going to get started in just a second. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. So we have the Bitcoin monthly candle close, and things are quite bullish going into the monthly close. Bitcoin's trading back about 58,000, and I think we're bullishly engulfing on the weekly. I gotta check. Ethereum is also doing quite well recently, which is awesome to see. Bitcoin dominance has been plummeting until recent times when Bitcoin bounced back. Bitcoin dominance has come back up, but the altcoins are all doing quite well. And we're at the point in this bull market where, you know, everything's going up at once. It's kind of like everything season. But it's awesome to see that Bitcoin is doing super well after this dip. So let's just hop into the scene here. Looking at Bitcoin monthly close. Hold on. Guys, let me know if everything's good. Let me know if the sound is good, if the images are good. Let me know in the chat. And definitely hit that like button as we get started. So, the Bitcoin close is pretty good, guys. This is the monthly chart. In 2017, after we broke the all-time high, there was a point when we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green monthly candles in a row. Right? Oh, wait, maybe this is too loud. Is it too loud? Could be too loud. And so we had 5 green monthlies in a row before the first red monthly, which got bought up pretty quickly. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 monthlies in a row now before this red monthly. It's got bought up pretty quickly going into the close. So that's interesting, right? So Bitcoin's, I would say this is quite bullish, even though it's a red close. I would say it's quite bullish, right? We didn't have any blow-off tops or anything going into the monthly close. I mean, we're bullishly engulfing on the weekly chart, so that's pretty cool. And now we only have, 2 days left. Basically, 1 hour less than 2 days. And if we bullishly engulf on this weekly, I would say we're set to see a new all-time high, guys. Right? So the momentum is here, right? This is something that I've been saying a lot in my videos recently and on my channel. And that is that, guys, it's very important for you guys to be bullish, right? It's so important that when you're in a bull market, you are bullish, right? Because the general consensus right now for most people, for the whole, for most of the world, and for most, is that crypto is bullish, right? So that's going to cause a lot of buying pressure. So if you're not with the trend, guys, you are, you're going to get wrecked. And that's the thing. A lot of people like to be contrarians, but in a bull market, when everyone's bullish, going against that massive energy, that massive bullish energy is very dangerous, guys. It's very dangerous to be bearish in a bull market. The key is to be bearish at the right time, right? Which recently was only 1 week to the downside. Only 1 week down, really. I guess you could say 2 weeks down. We were going sideways for a while. 1 week down, 1 week up. We're bullishly engulfing on the weekly. So this is really good, guys. And we didn't even touch the 21-week EMA. So that's kind of irrelevant now. Seems like the market doesn't really care. Humans love to have something to go off of, but looks like the 21-week EMA isn't even relevant anymore. Not really. We were riding that 10-week EMA for a while, and we just broke below it, found support just below the 10-week and the 21-week, and now we've bounced. Some people have been looking at the 20-week EMA, so maybe we'll just type that in, see what the 20-week is looking like. Yeah, we didn't even touch the 20-week either, so it's kind of irrelevant now. The market's just doing what it does. It was really the falling wedge. Whoops. Actually, now that we're all the way back here, You know, this is really not much different. So at this point, we gotta see if this recovers. Looking at the daily chart for Bitcoin, we had the yellow 50, or actually, I turned on the 45-day EMA. I believe the 45-day was a little bit more accurate. Yeah, I have the 45-day EMA on here, and we used it really as a support line all the way up, and then we broke it. We weren't able to maintain it. We fell below it. And everything below the 45-day EMA was really so far just a buy zone. And now we're popping up above all of our moving averages here, which is pretty cool to see. Actually, let me pull up the 200-day moving average. I know some people are probably looking at this. Or what was I thinking about? Not the 200-day. I forget. But anyway, so we're popping up back above all these moving averages. Now we're gonna have to see what fib extension target we hit to the upside. Right now we're coming up and testing the 618. We may actually go past this, maybe. We're at this target right now. So we came up, we ran all the way up to the 50% fib extension, pulled back, and now we're running up to the 618. This is currently what we're fighting. If we break out again, I would say we're likely going to go to the 786 fib extension target, which is also lining up with the resistance, right, with major resistance here. So if we find a lower high here, then we may see a lot more sideways, I would say. And we'll see what happens from there. I would not be surprised for us to go all the way up to the 786 at 61,000 before pulling back again. Then maybe going sideways for a while. That's what I would expect. The volume is not all that impressive. We haven't seen any major increase in volume yet. And that's kind of what I'm looking for on the weekly right now as well. If we go to the weekly chart, you know, we've had this major decline in volume. Now that we're bullishly engulfing on the weekly, if we can, you know, get this market moving up again, if we break a new all-time high, we're very likely going to see a lot of energy come back into the market, and a lot of people get really bullish again, and a lot of people starting to bullishly speculate. A lot of FOMO will probably kick in, and then we'll see a major shift in momentum where the volume starts picking up all the way until the end of the bull market. That's what I think. That our volume levels are just going to start, you know, significantly increasing all the way into the end of the bull run, and that's kind of how that'll be part of the top signal will probably end up being, you know, this huge spike in volume, and we'll be looking for a top somewhere over there. And I think it's going to be around the summer of this year. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, the monthly close was good, guys. Generally pretty good. Can't complain. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the monthly close was good or bad? Hit 1 for good, 2 for bad in the chat. Some people would probably argue this is a reversal candle, but I don't necessarily think that. What's up, Craig Neve is in the chat. George is in the chat. What's up, everybody? So we've got 364 people watching, guys. That means we should have at least 300 likes. Definitely smash up that like button. And subscribe to this channel if you're new. Cow level crypto, you're bearish again. Let's see. We got mostly bullish. I mean, as long as we're kind of just trending up here, you know. I don't think that there's anything bearish about this monthly. It's a little bit neutral, I guess you could say. But the weekly, in my opinion, is telling a different story. The weekly is telling a different story. We're bullishly engulfing on the weekly, you know. So we'll see. We'll see how it actually ends. But at this point, guys, you know, I think it's important to just be bullish and just go with the trend. You know, you don't try to be like big brained and be like, oh, you know, I think, and just go against the trend, and like, usually that's how you get wrecked. So we'll see though. We'll see what happens. Maybe we get some kind of multi-week sideways action and like a pennant before one last dip before running up again. I mean, something like that is a possibility. That's kind of like what we saw over here in 2017. That type of stuff is possible. So definitely keep your eye out on that. And that's kind of what I was saying about the 786 fib extension. If we do come back up there, you know, and we get rejection at the 786. Why did Cryptowatch just do that? It sent me all the way back to the beginning. Okay. From high to low, if we end up hitting the 786 and finding a major rejection on the daily here, that could then, you know, maybe lead to some sideways action. Not necessarily another dump, but it could just lead to like some sideways there. We'll see. This would more resemble 2017, but I don't necessarily expect that to be the case because, you know, this whole bull market has been much faster than the previous cycles, guys. This bull run has been happening at a faster rate than all other cycles. Except, I guess, 2013, but... Well, I'd say all others, only like a couple. But yeah, so this one's looking pretty good. We're perfectly trending with the stock to flow. And did you guys see that video I made the other day? When I was talking about the 1,100 days till the next halving and what usually happens from this point. And looking at this chart, I have marked up the 1,100 day mark before the next halving, right? From 2013, from 2017, and now here, right? We're basically 1,100 days away from the next halving. And every other time we've been at this point, it's led to major upswings. So we've basically been in a position where we saw major moves up, right? And same with here, major moves up. We were 1,100 days away. We had many months of upside. And I think we're in the same spot, guys, where we're 1,100 days away and we're probably going to see major upside. You know, I don't see any reason why not. And yes, of course, there's always going to be a bear market. Chris Dubai, coming with the 50 euros. What's up, Chris? I appreciate you always coming in and supporting the channel. I didn't know that was you the other day, Mr. Good Cat. That's always what I remembered you as. But yeah, Chris from Dubai. I appreciate that. 50 euros. Let's get a shout out for Chris in the chat. Matthew says, Kev, run a fib retrace from 100K back to $1. What is that even supposed to mean? What is even? Oh yeah. Speaking of fibs, this is something that I saw that was pretty cool. The Ethereum chart. So a lot of people, you know, seem to not know how to do fibs, but when you're drawing your fibs, you're supposed to go from the last major swing high to the last major swing low. And if you're looking at the Ethereum weekly chart, the top was not the last major swing high before the bear market low. It was actually this right here. It was actually the first lower high was the last major swing high, right? So you mark from the second lower high, right, 2018, to the bear market low. And then you start to see, wow, the chart is actually respecting these fibs like crazy. And the first major resistance here was right direct touch off the 382, which is also previous support. This, you know, after the COVID-19 crash, we ran up. We touched the 50% right here, the 50% fib extension, 500 or 450, then pulled back. Then we had a major run all the way up to the all-time high, broke the all-time high, and then this major rejection area touched exactly on the 2618. We had a direct touch off the 2618. We pulled back, then we ran up all the way again, and now we're actually challenging the 3618 at 2,784. So if we get above this area that we're at right now, 2,784, we're probably going to end up going to the 4236 at 3,246. So this is actually my next target for Ethereum, guys. We got Crypto Zombie coming in with the 100. Says, honestly, one of the most bullish red monthly candles I've ever seen. Hodl strong, my friends. Thanks for all you do, Kevin. I'm hoping this is the real Crypto Zombie. I'm assuming it is because you sent $100. And you usually send $100. Dude, I appreciate that. K-Dub, I appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah, to me, it's also... very bullish, you know, generally bullish. I mean, the Bitcoin monthly close was no different really than this one right here when we were middle of the bull run. In 2017, after we break the all-time high, the first red monthly close was followed up by 3 major green months, you know. So, and this is also, if you guys have been watching my channel, I've been saying constantly over and over again, you know, top by summer, so, like summertime top, because that is what the trajectory is showing us. And if we saw another, you know, just as a fractal analysis, whether you want to do that or not, if we saw another 3 months up, 1, 2, 3, you know, however high we may go, that does actually land us in the summer, you know. If we kind of copy this one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that would land us in July. And I've actually been showing you guys on this channel that if you take the human emotion hype cycle, meaning if you go from the all-time high break of 2017 to the bull market peak, that's 245 days. It took 245 days for human emotion to go from all-time high break to next all-time high. And if you take this area here, and if you mark up that same type of human behavior, about 245 days, rough estimate, that lands you in August of 2021 as the top, which is 1 month after the Bitcoin monthly fractal, right, going into July. So like July, August, you know, maybe as early as June, but July, August is like kind of where I'm starting to pinpoint things. Maybe, right? Maybe. That's where I'm at right now with this analysis, guys. And this is kind of what I've been saying on my channel repeatedly, summertime top. And I do think that the Bitcoin ETF would launch somewhere around that time. Whether it's in 2 months from now and we pump going into the final month or whatever. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But we all know that the Bitcoin ETF is coming. But anyway, Crypto Zombie, that was kind of I just went off on a tangent based on your tip there. But I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. Guys, we got, wow, there's a spider on my wall right next to me. Ew. Anyway, guys, we have 500 people watching, so definitely hit that like button. We need 500 likes on this stream. Also, a lot of you, I mean, most people most people who watch crypto YouTube know who Crypto Zombie is. So if you don't, definitely subscribe to Crypto Zombie as well. He provides that he's like one of the best. He has one of the most well-rounded updates. Like if you want somebody who's going to give you like everything in an update, Crypto Zombie. He does all the news, all the charts, everything. Devi coming in with the 15. He says, "Did you see that the SEC just delayed their first ETF decision to June?" I actually didn't. And that's perfect for my analysis, guys. That's hilarious. Well, for the record, I've been saying this for months. I have like videos from like 2 or 3 months ago where I was saying, guys, the trajectory says summertime top. So I actually think I might be one of the first to call it. I'm just going to lay claim to that right now. Just going to lay claim so everyone knows. Hold on, let me see. SEC delays Bitcoin ETF. SEC delays decision on providing Bitcoin ETF. And apparently this person's saying until June. So Devi coming up to 15. I appreciate the tip. That's interesting. That is interesting, guys. Yeah, it says till June here. NBC. Sorry, you're going to get a white screen. It's going to burn your eyes. The Securities and Exchange Commission on Wednesday delayed its decision on approving the VanEck Bitcoin ETF until June, as regulator's new chief begins to review the high-profile asset applications. So that's cool. That goes right along with my analysis. So yeah, guys, I mean, June, July, I think that it's going to be kind of like a 2017 repeat, even though in 2017 it was like the day of the CME launch was the top. I'm not necessarily saying that when the Bitcoin ETF launches that you need to just sell right away. That's not necessarily what I'm saying. It depends on the market structure, how things are going. But I think that the Bitcoin ETF will be probably a fake out for a lot of people. Like Bitcoin's going to be going up, right? And you're going to see really positive news stories about Bitcoin, how it's so great, right? How it's so awesome. And then it's going to pump up. Maybe the ETF gets launched like at like 150K and then we rip to 250 and everyone thinks that, you know, they're in a good position by buying at 150K Bitcoin ETF, whatever. And then we see like a huge rejection and like you pretty much, you know, that's just the top really. So I think when the Bitcoin ETF launches, it'll probably be somewhere near the top, and that should be a signal that, okay, I need to start scaling out because we're probably going to enter a mania phase or like a blow off top. They're going to sucker in some institutions, they're going to sucker in retail, you know, right into the top. And that's the thing. When they're going to, you know, Wall Street, if they're going to launch the Bitcoin ETF, they probably want to pump the price of Bitcoin as high as possible. They just want to pump it up as high as possible so that there's the maximum attention for their product, which is the Bitcoin ETF, so that when they launch it, you know, it's a very successful launch and all that, you know, and then, you know, they could short the market probably as well. And then once Bitcoin starts dumping, they're going to start saying stuff like, oh, Bitcoin sucks and we need regulation because it's manipulated and all this stuff. They're going to talk really good about it while it goes up. And then once it starts crashing, they're going to start bashing it probably and saying that we need regulation or like whatever. Like they're going to say some dumb stuff. You know, that's just Wall Street for you. JW coming up to 5. He says, Kevin, could you give your overall opinion on Origin Protocol? Cheers, brother. I mean, I've actually been looking at that one. I actually have been looking at that one. Although I don't want to dive into a random coin right now. But it is a good project. Oh wait, no. Is that the one that I'm thinking of? Wait, Origin Protocol. No, that's not the one I was thinking of. Actually, I don't know anything about Origin Protocol. I was thinking of a different coin. Sorry. Yeah, I don't really know enough about it, guys. And if I don't know enough about a coin, I'm not going to talk about it. But I appreciate your tip. You know, and a lot of people always send me tips and they say, hey, Kev, can you talk about this altcoin? By the way, guys, don't send a bunch of tips for altcoins. I don't want to go off on those tangents, you know. People ask me, hey, Kev, is my altcoin going to go up? You know, can you do an analysis on it? And then my answer is like, guys, yeah, probably. Like your altcoin's probably going to go up. Whatever coin you send me and ask me, is it going to do well? Yeah, probably. You know, this is a crypto bull market. The whole market is based on speculation. The whole thing is speculation. Reuven says that Da Vinci mentioned the ETF being a cycle high before Kevin. Yes, that is true. Da Vinci did say that apparently like 2 years ago, even though I never saw that. But he did say it 2 years ago or something. But he's not calling for a summertime top. I'm calling for a summertime top. I think it's hilarious how all the analysts fight for like the spotlight. They're like, I called that. I mean, honestly, like I guess it does help your channels or whatever, but I think I was probably the first one to call for a summertime top. Gerard coming up with a 20, he says, how do you feel about investing in crypto right now? DeFi can be regulated by governments, but no one can regulate Bitcoin. Well, it depends on what you mean by regulate. But what do I think about investing in crypto now? Okay, so guys, look at the chart. So for all you guys that may be new, first of all, subscribe to this channel if you're new and hit the like button. So if something like this plays out right here, you know, whether Bitcoin tops out at 180,000 or like 250,000 or 300,000, you know, there's still, in my opinion, there's still room to move up. Right? First of all, you know, I've said this 1,000 times, but it's important when you're looking at the volume. Usually, it doesn't have to happen, but usually when you go to a major peak, like in 2017 here, right there, you see a huge lead up in volume all the way to the top. Even 2019, this top here, you know, pretty big lead up. And, you know, we've had actually a decline. So I'm expecting a lead up in volume going into the end of the bull run, right? So look for this huge levels of volume of maximum interest, probably when the ETF launches. So do I think that it's a good time to invest in crypto? I would say probably it is. Probably it is if you're going to take profits. the Bitcoin ETF decision is apparently delayed now until June. So we may not see a Bitcoin ETF launch until June, July, something like that, right? So if that's the case, then yeah, you have many months of upside. You can ride this trend for a while, but just keep in mind that if you do buy now, you should probably sell. I know there's a lot of people that don't understand the Bitcoin cycles, and there's a lot of people that think, I want to buy crypto and just be in it for the long term. And it's like, okay, you can do that, but you're going to be going through some crazy emotional roller coasters, guys. You know, you probably want to take profits. If you were somebody that was buying below 20,000 down here, you know, like all of us crypto, you know, at this point, we're all OG. Everybody that was buying at the 3K level is going to basically become an OG now, right? That's because we're probably never going to go that low again. So if you were buying down here, I mean, sure, you can hodl for years if you want, but if you're going to buy now, I mean, you're going to waste so much time and money allocation, capital allocation. You're going to waste so much time because we're probably going to come back to these levels. So, you know, you could waste your time at buy now and like ride this all the way up and down and then be at a, you know, just be like sitting on a break-even position. You know, maybe we go down here again, right? Or you can take profits. Scale out, buy now, scale out in a few months, look to reaccumulate lower, right? And always keep your eye on the long term, you know? Because what happens, a lot of people, you know, Bitcoin will be running up like 2017, and then it'll crash like down to like 6K, and then they'll be like, I'm going to buy the dip, you know, I'm going to reinvest now. And we like break down even lower because their time horizons aren't long enough. You know, they're not thinking long enough. A lot of people are probably going to, you know, buy the first major dip, and it's going to be a disappointment for them, probably. Anyway, I'm just kind of rambling at this point. 100K might not happen either. Yeah, it might not happen. I guess that's true. But, I mean, well, that's another thing I was looking at. The weekly, the MACD on the weekly. What weekly am I looking at? I'm looking at Monday. Yeah, I mean, the MACD bearish cross could be avoided, actually. Could be avoided. Looks like it may get avoided. Maybe. If we bullishly engulf, if we continue to bullishly engulf, then it may be avoided. We'll see. But yeah, we're currently on the daily getting a direct touch and some resistance right along the 618 fib extension from high to low. Currently right here. But yeah, I think it is a good time to invest in crypto as long as you're going to, you know, hold for a while. MACD is a fake out this time. Well, it's not a fake out because it's not confirmed yet. The weekly hasn't closed. It could close and it's not bear. I mean, it's not red. Yeah, guys, it's important to remain bullish in a bull market. Be bullish in a bull market, guys. You know, even when there's a dip, be bullish in a bull market. The reason why people have such a hard time with trading is because they're very bullish when it goes up and then they're very bearish when it goes down. And that just doesn't work out. You got to be, you know, you got to look at the overall trend, and when we're going down, you got to be bullish. You know, everybody says the bull market's over every dip, guys. It's hilarious. The comment that frustrates me the most, that I see the most, is it was nice while it lasted. Every single red weekly candle or every single red daily candle, it was nice while it lasted. It's like, man, you guys are so weak. You're so weak. This is crypto. You got to expect these swings. Don't be weak. What did I say on Twitter the other day? I was like, I gotta find this tweet. It was like every time the market dumps, I basically said everyone always wastes their energy every dip. And it's so true. Yeah, right here. Remember when you panicked on the dip? Yeah, you wasted all your energy. Grow a pair. Hodl. You know, people waste so much energy just like staring at the chart when things are going down and freaking out, panicking, and like debating on panic selling. And it's like, just look at the long-term chart, you know, look where we are. Just get cash and buy the dip if you can. I know not everyone just has cash to buy the dip, but let's see what the chat is saying here. Yeah, liquidation, true. I mean, yeah, people get liquidated. That's true. Tobias Lofton coming at the 20. Should have spent this on CRV. Tobias is trying to pump up an altcoin that I like. Hold up. Yeah, this one, guys, you know, even though these picks are supposed to be reserved for my Patreon, I guess I'll just talk about it, whatever. I mean, this one's like very undervalued in my opinion. And this one's like really setting up for something big. It's just being accumulated. We called this in my Patreon at 66 cents. I didn't put all that much in at that price. I just knew it was undervalued because if you go to DeFi Pulse, let me go to DeFi Pulse. This is a good one. This is one that's totally undervalued. That's probably going to be going up soon. It's actually a great project. Curve Finance, number 5 on DeFi Pulse, right? The 5th top crypto on Ethereum here, basically in total value locked. And, you know, compare that with the other ones on this list, right? Curve Finance is number 108. And if you go down the list, like what's the coin that's right above it, Uniswap, is, you know, $20 billion in market cap. $20 billion. Curve Finance is less than $1 billion. It's definitely undervalued, and it's sitting in this accumulation range, and it's probably going to pump soon at some point. It's been trading sideways for a while, but at some point it's going to pump, I think. And basically they're creating a decentralized exchange that provides the best possible pricing for stable coins. And you guys know that stable coins will probably be one of the most widely used payment solutions in crypto. Right? We're not going to use Bitcoin and Ethereum for payment settlements. Not really. Like, yeah, maybe some merchants will accept Bitcoin and Ethereum, sure. But when we're talking about like large scale commerce, right? Like tons of transactions happen all the time. We're going to be using stable coins in the future. Stable coins. Curve Finance is using high liquidity for the best possible pricing for stable coins, which I believe has a lot of utility. And the Curve DAO token is the reward token, but it's the best way that you can actually invest in the Curve Finance, basically. And there's a huge percentage of the coins locked up in the 3-year lockup, so there is a lot of coins locked up. But yeah, I think it's a great one. I think this is a great one. Good fundamentals. Number 5 on DeFi Pulse, you can check it out. It's totally overdue for a pump. I think it's going to be one of those ones that'll pump to like $5, $7, $10, and you know it'll be another coin that people are like, oh, I wish I bought Curve, just like people now wish they bought Polygon. It's now number 34. I have this clip here. Hold on, I have this clip where I was saying on my stream. Noticed is if you go to the top 10 cryptos and you look at what's in the top 10, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Tether, Cardano, Polkadot, XRP, Uniswap, Litecoin, Filecoin, there's no like real scaling solutions in the top 10. So this was a stream from like a month or two ago, and Polygon was like number like 60 or 70, and I was saying there's no Ethereum scaling solution in the top 20 or top 10. And I said Polygon, Matic may be that one. Polygon has so many partnerships. Polygon may be the coin that makes its way all the way to the top 20 and becomes one of the top Ethereum scaling solutions. Because at this point, it's so needed, guys. And a good Ethereum scaling solution is so needed. And there has to be one that enters the top 20 or top 10. Has to happen. It just has to. And I think it's going to be Polygon. Now, this one's already pumped a lot. It's down today. It's one of the only coins down today. Well, because it took off like a rocket ship. It took off like a rocket ship, guys. And yeah, we did call this in my Patreon at 4 cents. 4 cents. And it's one of my top gainers now. I have a big old bag of Polygon. I even averaged up at 44 cents. And then it just pumped again. It was like the day before, too. It was crazy timing. But yeah, this one's going to be big. Definitely 10 billion. So it's definitely going to be worth like $1. Okay, I can't say definitely. It's very likely going to be worth $1.60. Basically, you know, $10 billion market cap. Totally possible. Totally possible. Again, there's got to be an Ethereum scaling solution that hits the top 20, top 10. And Polygon is on its way now. So that's awesome to see. And congratulations to all the patrons who bought that one. One of the best picks, really, of the patrons so far in this bull market. So that's cool. Another pick that went really well was Engine Coin as well. That was great. Polygon Matic looks incredible, guys. The level, the amount of partnerships they're getting is unbelievable. And another coin that's trending now is QuickSwap, which is like the Uniswap of Matic Polygon. I missed this one. I missed this one. This was like a quick 10x for some people. I think it was from April 25th. From April 25th to now, went from 186 to 1,040. Or sorry, 1,400. Crazy. So this is like, I guess, the Uniswap of Matic. QuickSwap. Interesting. So that's cool. So we talked a little bit about Matic, a little bit about Curve. Yeah, those are doing great. Oh yeah, and also for those that missed it, the Ethereum target we have now in terms of the fibs, because I mean these fibs are actually super relevant. We've been like finding resistance right at these fibs. And by the way, if you want to fib yourself, you go from the last major swing high in 2018, not the top, the last major swing high to swing low. That's how you actually fib. And then the next target, we're currently fighting this one, the 3618, but the next target would be 3,250 at the 426. So I think we could totally reach that target. And after that, you kind of just have to go with like whole numbers, and you know, it's more of a guess at that point. You know, you could also do this fib, but this is a little bit different. From this high to this low, this would be another one you could be looking to target. And actually, this kind of coincides nicely with from this high to this low. If you fib that, the 2618 from this high to this low coincides directly with the 4236. So that's kind of relevant. Maybe you could be using this high to this low as well. Actually, I mean, at this point, now that I just realized that, you could probably just delete these fibs and just go from, for Ethereum, go from this swing high to that swing low, and it's almost the same thing. The targets are there. So 3,250, about 3,275. I'm not sure if I fit that perfectly. The next target. So we're like mid-run here. And then we'd be looking for 4,000, which is also a whole number at the 3618, and the 4,500 at the 4236. We'll see. So far, the fibs have been really good for Ethereum. And now the Bitcoin dominance chart is shaping up to be, you know, just like 2017. It's looking just the same. And all of this happened alongside Ethereum's breakout for the most part. And the same thing happened in the last bull run. It was all based on Ethereum, because Ethereum takes up, you know, the majority of the altcoin market at this point, or the vast majority, I should say. And once we had this consolidation at 45 bucks and then like pumped up again, that was what, March going into April and May, you know, March going into April, May was this whole collapse of Bitcoin dominance. And that was all lining up with the Ethereum pump. And here we got the Ethereum breakout and continuation up for the past few weeks, past 5 weeks, past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, collapse in dominance. You know, Ethereum is leading the alt season here, but really what it is it's everything season, guys. It's everything season. Everything's going up. Everything's going up. You know, most coins are going up. If Bitcoin hits 300 this cycle, ETH will hit 40K. I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about that. That's actually not the proper comparison. So in the past 1 year, well, actually, well, okay, it's probably not going to be 40K, but the difference in performance has significantly increased, actually. I didn't even think about to look at this. Ethereum's now up over 1,200% in the past 1 year, and Bitcoin's now only up 550% in the past 1 year. So Ethereum is actually picking up the slack a lot. So you could say that it's basically double. Basically double. So let's just make that comparison. Now things can vary. This is just a fun thing to do. Let's make this comparison. So Bitcoin, let's say it does reach our $250,000 price target, so 350% up. 350% up. Let's just say that Ethereum goes up another 600%. What does that mean? Is our commenter going to be right? 10,000, 20,000. So you're actually too bullish. So if Ethereum keeps this distance, well, it's basically 600%. So just below 20,000, guys. So if that's interesting. That's actually a new comparison that I'm just now realizing as well, because Ethereum's picking up the slack. 1,200% up in the past year is basically double Bitcoin. So yeah, Bitcoin goes up another 350%, then, you know, Ethereum would be going up at least 600%, right? Always stay a little bit conservative. At least 600% if it continues this lead on Bitcoin. So at least 600% would be 20,000. And you know what, guys? In a bull market like this, you know, you could have a few weeks of major moves. You know, you could have like 2 or 3 weeks and all of a sudden we're just sitting at 5K and you're like, holy crap, what just happened? You know, that happens in these bull markets. That happens, guys. And if you miss out on those few weeks, you miss out on the majority of the gains. So this is why I always like to just hold my positions and think about the long term. That way I'm in for all the moves and I'm there for all the growth. You know, that's what I like, at least. Beach 10 coming in with a 5. You said ETH will go parabolic and BTC would trade sideways for 4 to 5 weeks. What happened? Well, yeah, I mean, we also don't know. Well, Beach 10, I'm assuming are you upset because you are not in the market? I mean, if you're watching my channel, and you're like a swing trader doing short-term trades, you're at the wrong channel. Just to be honest, you shouldn't even be watching my channel. If you're here for short-term swing trade signals, you probably shouldn't be here. You know, I'm just being honest. I'm here for the long term. That's really all I talk about, and I make that very clear in my videos. And also, Bitcoin right now could totally trade sideways. You know, Beach 10, you have the chart at too low of a time frame. Guys, sideways in crypto, what does that mean? That means 25% to the upside. That means 17% to the downside. This is sideways. I mean, you may not be used to this, but this is what sideways means in crypto. So yeah, we could totally still go sideways. We're not confirmed to just, Bitcoin's not confirmed to just go up in a straight line from here. You know, we could totally go sideways. It's totally possible. We may do that. Usually off a dump like that, you do go sideways. Usually, you know, you trade sideways for, you know, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're up again. Whoops, I just clicked on Chainlink by accident. Yeah, we could bullishly engulf and then maybe come down for a week, back up for a week, consolidate for a week, and then bounce. And that would be 5 weeks sideways and then up. You know, who knows? When I say sideways, guys, you know, you can't just expect it to be like this. All right, do you guys like not know crypto? It's completely volatile. It's totally volatile. Southpaw coming with a 50. He says, please look at WAN chain, only a 20% all-time high right now. Could it reach all-time high? Southpaw. Who's Southpaw? Are you in the is this Joel's fake account, or is this someone from the Patreon? We do have a lot of people in Patreon that are invested in a WAN chain, which was actually an altcoin pick from last year that I got out of during the DeFi bubble pop and never got back in, and since then has been doing really well. Well, I mean, I was thinking all-time high for WAN chain is like $10. So you mean local top? You mean the local top? Yeah, guys, absolutely. Okay, the question is, can WAN chain hit the all-time high? Yes, and it probably will, because we're in a bull market. I mean, it probably will break the all-time high, guys. It's very likely going to break the all-time high. It's doing really well. They have that project is, you know, they're on fire. They have a lot of updates. They have a lot of stuff going for them. I mean, it's, you know, you found support, you're bouncing up. It'll probably rip into an all-time high. It's a bull market. It's a bull market, guys. You know, I mean, like, if I had to bet right now, you know, $10,000, would WAN chain go above all-time high or not? I would say yes, 10,000 on above all-time high, because that's just a crypto bull market, you know? If you understand crypto, you know that that's true. That's true. Chainlink having a nice steady increase. So this is the major upward sloping resistance for Chainlink. And this is really what we need to get above. If Chainlink is gonna go parabolic, Chainlink needs to get above this upward sloping resistance. Because once you do that, it'll create a whole new dynamic for the Chainlink trend, right? It'll change everything. I mean, it even lines up with this peak here from 2019. Very, very significant resistance line. If we can get above this upward sloping resistance, this is when things really heat up for Chainlink. And that's when we could go for that $100 target, $200 target. Because Chainlink has been underperforming, I've actually decreased my target to 200. We'll probably go to 200, and I'm not really going to expect too much above that, since we're not really picking up the slack. I'm going to just have to be realistic and say $200. You know, if we keep just going sideways, I'll lower the target even more. But for now, I think 200 is possible. This bull market, it's possible. But also, you know, it's underperforming, and it needs to pick up the slack for it to really take off. And that's going to require us to break above this upward sloping resistance. If we do that, then things can heat up very quickly for Chainlink. If we don't do that, then it's going to be a really slow bull market for Chainlink, where we're just going to be like, you know, we got to get above this upward sloping resistance as fast as possible. And don't hate my words, guys. Don't hate me. Hate the chart, right? I'm just telling you what it is. Go yell at Sergey or something. Stop selling. The dev wallets, stop selling. There's a lot of big whales out there selling a lot of Chainlink and just kind of suppressing the price. It's unfortunate, but that's just how things have developed, guys. It's not as bullish as I thought, you know. Do I think 100, 200 is possible? Totally. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. All right, guys, don't spam. If you spam in the chat, I'm not going to look at your coin. You know, if you're just sitting there like copy, paste, I'm not looking at your coin. Sorry. Tobias came in with a 5. He says, short-term trades only. Who cares about the 10 years from now? Tell them how to be rich tomorrow. Well, I'm not even talking about 10 years, Tobias. I'm talking about just a few months. And in crypto, a few months is like the long term. You know, just like me talking about like a summertime top, for people that's like, oh, it's so long, it's so far away. And it's like, guys, it's like if you have any experience in the stock market, you know, a few months is basically like the short term. You know, and in crypto, it's like, in crypto, if I make a buy call on my Patreon for an altcoin and it doesn't moon in 2 weeks, people are like, yo, Kev, what the hell, man? Why did you buy this coin? It's been 2 weeks and it hasn't mooned yet. And it's like, man, people treat this like gambling, basically. It's like a slot machine, and they're like, I want the reward now. I want the reward now. And that's kind of like what crypto is. And this is why everything goes up at once for months on end. And then everything goes down at once for months on end, because that is sort of the nature of the market. It's a speculator's market. People are here to make quick money. Everything's moving so fast. And that reminds me of something else. Something else that's kind of funny is what you notice now. And this is like something that I've been noticing. And it's kind of like a 2017 type thing. We see crypto YouTubers and influencers coming out with their own coins now. And it's like, and I've actually seen dozens of examples of this, many examples of this. And there's a lot of them coming out with their own coin. I see this like every week now. Another influencer has a new coin. I'm like, oh man, now we're at the part where it's like every influencer needs their own coin. And it's like, okay, I mean, this is a little weird. You know, this is a little weird. I highly doubt every influencer is, like a blockchain developer. You know, we're all YouTubers. So if an influencer is pushing a coin, I'm like, I want you to do well, but I'm maybe a little bit skeptical. Like, I don't know. You know, like, I don't know. I mean, if the project does great, that's awesome. It would be awesome to see crypto YouTubers create successful projects and actually become established in the industry. You know, that's awesome. But, oh my God. We have Lena Overlord in here spamming the chat. All right. You know, I'm gonna hold up. The class clown has entered the chat. Now I have to like block you because this is never gonna end. Somebody deleted it. Hilarious. No. Ghost says I'm calling out Super Farm. That's not necessarily true. In fact, Leo Trades is probably one of the more qualified people to be releasing his own project because he actually has developing and programming experience. He's actually somebody that's been doing it for a long time, right? He actually does all that, and he has multiple years of experience. So actually, Leo Trades is actually on the top tier of crypto YouTubers that are qualified to release their own coin. I'm not calling out Super Farm. There's actually many others below, many others. And I'm not going to say any names because there's like dozens and dozens. And if some of them are my friends, you know, a lot of them are my friends. I have like five YouTube friends that have their own coin now. And I'm like, Inception Trading says, Kev, will you close your YouTube channel if we dump to 9K Bitcoin again? No, I wouldn't close my YouTube channel. I'd probably buy. Are you kidding me? 9K Bitcoin again. I mean, guys, we were at 9K less than a year ago. Less than a year ago, we were at 9,000. Right? And if the market came right back down to 9K, this is just a funny example from a commenter. If the market came back down to 9K, I mean, first of all, if you expect this, you're an idiot, first of all. Second of all, like, I mean, I would basically all of my gains would be given up, and I actually wouldn't take a loss. Not really. Maybe I would, actually. Maybe at that point, some of the altcoins would dump so hard that I would be at a loss, but basically all of my gains would be given up. And that'd be it. It'd be like back to normal. Back to where I was before the bull market started. Great. Somebody's asking me my speculative price target of where Bitcoin will never go down to. I want to say 20,000. I want to say we probably won't go below 20K. Okay, if you really want like a price that will like definitely not go below ever, is probably 10K. 10K. Probably never go below 10K. Unless the Bitcoin network gets hacked or something. But I don't even think we're going to go below 20K. Beach 10 says, do you think there will be a major pullback at 100K since it's a psychological level? Actually, that's not necessarily how it will go. It's always possible. I mean, you got to think about, like, maybe what happens is we go up to like 80K or something, and then we get retracement at 80. And then we start pumping up to 100, and then we blast past 100, which incites a lot of FOMO, and a lot of liquidity enters the market. A lot of FOMO kicks in. We go up to like 120K, and then reject at 120K, come back below 100, spook the market, and then like consolidate and run up again. That's kind of the stuff that I would expect. Like a break above 100, actually. When we come to test 100, we pop above it, and everyone FOMOs in above 100 because they're like, oh my God, you know, I don't want to miss out. And then we go back down below 100, spook the market, then run up again, something like that. When KevCoin, Tobias Law, I mean, that's just a complete speculation, but when KevCoin, there's never going to be a KevCoin. Never going to be a KevCoin. Test account says, Kev, can you look at Litecoin? I've been saying for months now that I think Litecoin's going to hit $1,000 at least, because Grayscale does have there's PayPal and Grayscale. It'll at least go to 1,000. That's what I think. David Kim coming in with a 10. What up, homeboy? Yo, David Kim, what's up, dude? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Where have you been? You got to come and chat, man. I know you're doing other stuff. You're probably doing other stuff, but I'm assuming you're doing well right now. I'm assuming you're doing well. David Kim, he was Debreed in the chat. A lot of you guys probably remember him. Though, unless you're in VIP chat, no one really uses general anymore. I mean, for me, it's too tough to go in between. I'm looking at the chat now. Yeah, it's like general chat is more of like a funnel, and then really everything's happening in the VIP chat. And I think you're still on Patreon. You could probably go in there whenever you want. David Kim says, dude, life crazy. Yeah, life is crazy, man. But I'm assuming you're doing well. If you're holding Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, I'm assuming you're doing well. And I hope all is good with you, man. All right, I'm gonna make your day and look at the Lena chart. All right, here we go. Linear finance, apparently a really good synthetics competitor. It's on a dip right now, kind of slacking, right? You kind of lost your parabolic trend line, right? You had a parabolic trend line here to here to here, and then you lost it with Bitcoin. Everything dumped with Bitcoin though, but you're starting to find support, I guess. We'll see how it goes. I mean, again, you know, if you guys like the fundamentals of a project, then buy the project. Own the coin, you know? I mean, if this thing really does compete with synthetics to a large degree, I mean, yeah, you could probably go to $1 billion market cap. Synthetics is at 2.7 billion now. I think he just wants you guys to pump Lena. I was buying at 7, 8, 9K. Okay, so you were buying at 7, 8, 9K. So you're just wondering if we'll ever go back there. No, well, probably not. Probably not. Yeah, I should. Cat Love of Crypto says Kev's coin is trading at 1-to-1 with Bitcoin. I should just create a coin that's pegged to the price of Bitcoin and just call it Kev coin. All right, you guys are all asking about every altcoin in existence is being sent into the chat. Every altcoin in existence. You guys, the altcoins that I chose to talk about on my streams have both done really well. Do you guys remember literally like 2 weeks before Engine Coin was listed on Coinbase, 2 weeks before it was even announced, I said, guys, people are like, Kev, what's the most likely coin to get listed on Coinbase? And I brought up Engine Coin. I was like, guys, I think it's Engine Coin. I think it'll probably be Engine Coin. I just don't see why it wouldn't be. And then 2 weeks later, it got listed. And that went well. And then Matic, I said, you know, on April 1st, the April 1st stream, I said, this will probably be, and it was at 30 cents. I said, this will probably be the leading scaling solution for Ethereum to enter the top 20 coins. And it's now number 34. It's getting there, guys. It's getting there. So I like to only, I mean, for the most part, I only like to talk about the coins that I understand. I don't want to like talk about random coins, but guys, definitely smash that like button if you're just tuning in, and subscribe if you're new. What is Bitcoin dominance doing in the short term? Oh yeah, for those of you that missed it, this is the monthly chart. We had the monthly candle close, pretty good close. I mean, generally okay, I would say. There's nothing really bearish about it. We're also bullishly engulfing on the weekly chart, so that's good. But in 2017, when we had our first, this is just like, you know, I mean, this is not really something to trade based off of. It's just interesting in terms of the Bitcoin cycles. The first red candle we had after the all-time high break was, you know, right after that happened, it was 1, 2, 3 green monthlies until the end of the bull run. So just for fun, if you want to take this idea, you know, we had our first red candle since the all-time high break. You know, if we have 3 more monthlies to the upside, just like here, it would line up pretty much perfectly with the analysis that I've been providing on my channel, where I've been saying that we're going to top out in the summer. And I've been saying this like since we broke the all-time high, that we're probably going to top out this summer because that's where we are. Like that's the trajectory. You know, we're riding the stock to flow model perfectly, and this leads us to the summer, you know, as of right now. And also interesting development that I wasn't aware about until someone told me today, that the SEC is postponing their Bitcoin ETF decision until June, which lines up with my prediction as well. So that's pretty cool. Maybe this will line up perfectly. And once the Bitcoin ETF launches, we'll be somewhere close to the top. Somewhere close. Bid Moon says, why is Ethereum such a beast? I mean, because everyone needs it, you know, everyone needs Ethereum. You know, I mean, like there's a lot, you know, recently I've been getting into a lot of different altcoins because it's a bull market. Some people don't like that I've been doing that, but that's why I kind of keep it mostly reserved for Patreon. Most of the picks have done well. A couple of them haven't done well, but most of them have done well. But you know, when I'm looking to buy an altcoin on Uniswap, I got to buy Ethereum. So you know, whenever you're looking to buy an altcoin, you have to buy Ethereum first, then go buy your altcoin. So the amount of demand, there's just so much utility for Ethereum. The infrastructure that Ethereum provides for crypto is massive. It's absolutely massive. And there's a lot of great scaling solutions coming out now. Ethereum 2 is on the horizon. So, you know, a lot of stuff is happening, right? And that's why Matic is doing so well, because it's a great Ethereum scaling solution, Polygon. But yeah, Ethereum's a beast because Ethereum is providing the most infrastructure for the entire crypto blockchain space. You know, Ethereum's just a powerhouse. You know, there's a lot of criticism and stuff, right? But regardless of the criticism and sometimes the gas fees being completely insane, you know, Ethereum is still providing the most infrastructure of any crypto on planet Earth. Ethereum, guys. And there is actually a good argument why Ethereum could at some point overtake Bitcoin, but I actually don't think that'll happen. I don't think so. I actually think what's going to happen is we're going to see the crypto market will become like a kaleidoscope, and everything's going to be interoperating with everything else. So everyone's always like, oh, what's the Ethereum killer? And it's like, it's Cardano. And it's like, geez, you just don't understand crypto. And you don't understand where we're going if you think that. I probably sound like an a-hole right now, but it's true. It's like you don't understand crypto if you think Cardano is going to take over Ethereum, or if you think BNB is going to take over Ethereum. I don't think you understand where we're headed. It's going to be a kaleidoscope where everything's interoperating with everything. And it's going to be like this big mix, like a rainbow of like cryptos just all interoperating. And you'll be able to seamlessly go from this blockchain to this blockchain and complete tasks between different blockchains. And it'll be really interesting. It'll be a whole web. And and it's not going to be like one kills the other. It's just not going to be that way. But yeah, we were looking at this massive 600% green box because essentially right now, Ethereum is basically a little more than I'll just say it's double in terms of percentage gain over Bitcoin in the past 1 year. It's double. We're at 552 for Bitcoin, 552%. Let's just round up to 600. And Ethereum is at 1,235%. Let's just round down to 1,200. About double. So Ethereum's performance is about double Bitcoin's. Okay. If Bitcoin does hit the estimated target of 250,000, that's 350%. And let's just say conservatively, that means Ethereum would be about double roughly, which means that it would hit at least 20,000, at least 20,000. So that's kind of cool. Biden to kill Bitcoin and Ethereum. Guys, that is not true. That is also not true. You can't, one president is not going to take down Bitcoin. A US president? Guys, like, Bitcoin doesn't care. You know, Bitcoin doesn't care who's the president. Doesn't matter. It's a global currency. Doesn't matter, guys. Bitcoin will do what Bitcoin does. Doesn't matter who's president. And you know that the US does not plan to ban crypto. Because if the US, I mean, the US is smart. They know that if they ban crypto, then who's gonna lead? Who's gonna lead in crypto, in blockchain? Maybe China, maybe Russia, maybe someone in Europe will be the leader. If the US is smart, which they are, they're gonna let blockchain, they're gonna let things go, let things roll out, and so that the United States can compete in the world of blockchain. Otherwise, we lose, and that would be pretty stupid. M says, "You got my bruh. I used to complain about you charging for info, and now I've been signed up in your Patreon going on 2 months. Appreciate everything." Well, I appreciate you joining, man. Yeah, I mean, also, the VIP chat that we have in Patreon is nice because the thing about it is, like, if I just have a Discord that's just open to everyone, then anyone can join, and there's like a bunch of, like, you know, shit posting going on, and it's just like kind of messy, and there's like a new guy that will join in and then leave, and then like new people join and leave, and like the conversation is kind of just like jumbled, and it's not really great. If you charge people to enter the Patreon and then go to the VIP chat, then it becomes like serious people that are more serious, and they're more, you know, you kind of know who everyone is, and it's like a real community that's like inclusive rather than being this like insanity fest. You know, that's why I think it's a good thing. Is Ren dead, Kevin? I don't think it's dead. No, I don't think so. I think it's going to go up again. Everything will likely go up again. It's been underperforming. But yeah, the next thing we're looking for is this weekly close for Bitcoin. We need to close above 56,273, on the Coinbase chart, and if we can close above on Sunday, if we close above 56,273, that would be a confirmed bullish engulfing candle in the weekly, which would be pretty cool. And I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I was thinking that we were going to trade sideways for like 5 weeks, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go up. I'm hoping I'm wrong, and we kind of just like go right up, because that'd be a lot more fun. But you know, I also wouldn't really mind getting some more accumulation on a sideways move before going up again. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Rich Buddy, you're coming in late, dude. You're coming in late. Rich Buddy comes in with a 2. He says, we live? We live? Rich Buddy comes with a 2 again. He says, we live, baby. You're a little bit late, man. It's been over an hour now. We talked about a lot of stuff today. We also had a guest appearance from, well, not actually in the stream, from Crypto Zombie. He popped in with the tip. It's always cool to see Crypto Zombie here. Yeah, sometimes we see Ivan on Tech coming in here. Sometimes we see Crypto Zombie coming in here. Sunny Decree. A few people watching. I know there's also a lot of lurkers out there. A lot of YouTube influencers that are lurking, that aren't commenting in the chat. Why y'all not sleeping? Because, guys, we're in the United States. It's definitely not bedtime yet. But yeah, let's go to the Cryptowatch needs to fix that. I gotta tell them. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. We see all the EMAs. All of the EMAs are starting to shift back up, right? And EMAs are momentum indicators, right? So we're getting them to start to cross. We're like kind of getting them to cross here pretty soon. And we're getting them, they're all starting to point back upward. So that's cool, right? So we're getting a little bit more momentum to the upside. Maybe we see some continuation. Maybe we do hit the 618 fib extension target. Whoops. Or sorry, the 786 fib extension target at 61,000. Maybe we do. I could see that. I could see some continuation up to at least there. How do you guys like this ambient music? I think it's kind of cool. I'll have to rewatch Peace. Quantum Crypto coming with the 5. He says, ha ha ha. I don't know what you're laughing about. Something that I said a little bit ago, probably. People are asking where I live because they think that I'm like, they think that I'm like in a forest with the birds, because it's just an ambient track. Well, it's not music, it's just ambience. Outrun says, what games do you play? You seem like a gamer. Anthony M is in the chat. What's up, Anthony? What games do I actually really like? Since the bull run started, I don't really play that much games. When things were boring and we were just going sideways for like a year, yeah, I was playing some video games. Since then, not really. There's too much going on for me to want to play video games for the most part. I used to play a lot of Rocket League. I'll probably play games somewhere. Rocket League is one. Oh yeah, actually that's a lie. I do play video games. It's VR. I play VR. So I got VR a few months ago, and every day when I'm winding down, I throw on the VR for like an hour or two. So yeah. Yeah, a lot of people think I'm from the EU because I'm Sven. My name is Svensson and I'm blonde. Just looking at chat, we've been live for a while. Guys, definitely smash that like button if you haven't already. And subscribe if you're new. Guys, we're like so close to, we're very close to 54,000 subs. Can we get to 54,000? Is that possible? If every single new person watching clicked the subscribe button, we might get there. Do you guys not hear anything at all? There's an ambient track. It's not music, it's just ambience. So we'll see, guys. The next upside target right now is somewhere close to this area. I mean, there's also some wicks up at this level. It's right around 60K, of course, but 61,000 about 786. Maybe it could be a short-term target. We do have the EMA starting to point upward on the daily there. Pretty awesome to see that bullish weekly engulfing. Hopefully we close as a bullish engulfing. But yeah, guys, for the most part, I think that's it for this stream, for the most part. Crypto Man says, Kevin, your channel is very underrated. I get that comment all the time. I appreciate it. If I really went hard on the daily content and I did like giveaways and all this stuff, like if I did that like very strict type of thing, my channel would grow much faster. I basically like please the algorithm, like massage the Google algorithm. I don't really do that all that much. Maybe I should. Keith K says he hears subliminal messages saying buy Bitcoin. Yeah, I have subliminal messages in the background of my ambient saying buy Bitcoin. Do you hear it? What if we did some Bitcoin ASMR? New Age Era says not commenting because I'm driving. Yeah, don't comment if you're driving. Don't do that. NX Gaming says, Kevin, your subscribers are way smarter than the FOMO or FUD guys. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably true because we keep our eye on the long term. You know, we don't you know, sit there and talk about every little movement on the chart and, you know, kind of like scream about whether we're going up or down in the next 3 hours or something. I mean, although that is what people want, you know, that is what people want. People like the quick money, all that stuff, the high risk trading, leveraging and all that stuff. But I don't really, you know, it's just not me. And I think that's kind of misleading. You know, guys, Crypto Daily made a video about, what is it called? It actually just made a post about this. Crypto Daily made a video. Go to Crypto Daily's channel. He made a video about the likelihood of succeeding if you just threw money at the market with a blindfold on. You just threw money in, or if you bought every dip perfectly. And actually, if you just put a blindfold on and just threw money in the market every week, you just put money in without even looking, you're more likely to make, you're actually going to perform better than if you buy every dip perfectly. So the idea is that time in the market is better than timing the market. Because the person that only waits for the dip, so let's say, you know, you're just like buying into the market, buying in, and the trader is sitting there like, oh, you know, I want to get a better area of value. I want to wait for a dip. And they don't buy here. Well, the guy that's just blindfolded and just throws money at the market, he gets an entry here. Rather than the trader who thinks he's being smart and waiting for a dip. If the guy who's just blind and just throws money, well, he caught this major move. You know, and the trader who thought he was being smart didn't catch the move. So, yeah, if you blindly throw money in the market over time, this is a long-term strategy, not short-term and not with leverage. If you blindly just throw money at the market on a regular basis, you will make more money than if you buy every dip perfectly. And a lot of people think that they have to buy the dip perfectly. And it's actually not true. You don't have to. That's the funny thing. Most people that struggle with trading, if they had just set a timer on their Coinbase account to just buy every week, they'd be making way more money than like trying to like sell and buy back lower and like screwing everything up and thinking that they're going to, you know, outperform the market. And it's like, yeah, well, that's actually a losing strategy. Also, yeah, we're getting some continuation up here for Bitcoin. So we may be headed for that 786 target, 61,000. Maybe happening now, guys. Definitely watch that crypto daily video. It was actually kind of like, it's something I always knew, but like kind of never really like thought too deeply about. And I said on Twitter today, I said, fact, dollar cost averaging is more profitable than buying every dip perfectly. The person that blindly throws money in the market over time gets more exposure to the market, while the trader trying to time it doesn't have proper exposure. So time in the market is superior to timing the market. And we don't even have to go into leverage trading. I mean, 90% or more of leverage trading, people that leverage trade do lose, or at least don't get past break even. You know, 90%, a whopping 90% over time in the long term, don't really, you know, because guys, you know, day trading is hard. Leverage trading is even harder. There are people that do take like high risk, like large leverage trades, and they'll make like a couple trades a year that they're very confident about, and they'll take like a massive trade that they're very confident in, like a couple times a year, make a huge stack of money, and they kind of just get out. You know, that's one strategy that I think is kind of interesting. Only take a major leverage trade if you're very confident in the idea about that trade and there's a reason for it. You take that trade, when you make the money, you know, you had a reason to take the trade, and that's it. Eric says, but are you trying to time the end of the bull market? A little bit. You kind of have to, though, especially in a market like Bitcoin. You know, but all it really takes is, you know, dollar cost averaging in at the low points, right? Not buying too high, averaging in at the low points, like here, averaging in when we dump, average in, you know, averaging in. You just blindly buy every dip during the bear market. If you just hold, you're doing really well. And now, once you start to get above 100,000, if you set an automated sell every week, you're probably going to end up doing better than the people that are like trying to time everything, because you're basically just scaling out at the very top. So, you know, I mean, honestly, that's the funny part. That's the really funny part, is that people waste so much time trying to become like, you know, like traders, and it's like some of them are really good, but at the same time, there's like it's actually more simple. It doesn't have to be that complex. It really doesn't. The simple approach is sometimes the best. It's very attractive to be able to take a short-term trade and make money quick. That the idea of it is attractive, and if you're good at it, then it's awesome, because you can take like short, you know, you can be a day trader, swing trader, and make consistent good plays, or at least, you know, that idea is attractive, but most people just aren't good at it. And it's okay. It's not, I mean, I don't even try to do the short-term stuff. I don't even care. It's not worth the stress. I'm making great money by just buying in at low points and just waiting for the trend to go my way, which it has been consistently now. Doing great, you know. And we're getting to the point where in a few weeks, couple months, I'm going to be like, okay, I need to start getting out of the market. I need to really start scaling out with larger portions as we go up. Right now, I'm very comfortable with where we are, because we're basically, you know, if Bitcoin is going to follow these cycles like it usually does, which that's kind of like what happens with Bitcoin because of the halving. The trends they all look very similar because of the halving, and human behavior is a part of it. You know, if we were to go up 175%, You know, that means that basically Bitcoin will be going up to, sorry, the bear market low price will be basically 50, 60K, where we are now. Why was I saying that? I totally forget. Oh yeah, I'm very comfortable with where we are now because I don't want to sell yet, at least not much, because we're like at the point where it's like major bubble territory is coming. The ETF hasn't even launched yet. Wall Street's going to need Bitcoin to be performing well to promote their ETF. So I think they're going to pump it up, and then the ETF will launch somewhere in the summer, maybe June, and then yeah, we'll come back down. So yeah, I don't really want to sell yet, not much. I'd rather wait to scale out maybe like above 100 as we're really getting into a major bubble. Beach says, do you have a specific target as to when you start to scale out? Well, I would say that once we're getting above 100,000, we're starting to get to the point of over exuberance, and we're starting to get to the point of over evaluation for Bitcoin. Because I think that 100,000 won't be the floor price in the bear market. That's what I think. It will not be the floor in the bear market. So once we get above 100,000, it's like, okay, we're getting overvalued now, which is like right here. We're getting overvalued. Start to think about scaling out. Maybe start scaling out. And once you get close to the 200K level, again, if this happens, then you're gonna be like, okay, we really need to start getting out of here, like large portions of our portfolios need to start to be sold at 200,000. And then once you start to reach 250, 300,000, then it's like, okay, at any moment this thing could shift and it's over, right? That's how I would see it. But we'll see. It may not play out this way. This is just how I think it's going to play out, and that's just my opinion, and I could be totally wrong. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, once you get above 150,000, the scaling out process should have begun probably at that point. Mike Hunt coming up with the two says, what do you think about Ocean Protocol? Ocean is a coin that I should own, that I don't. I should own it, but I don't. It's a good project. Danny says, but if the government gets into this, won't the price be way higher? What do you mean? Guys, yeah, I mean, I don't know. If you're thinking that the government's going to pump Bitcoin for you, that the government's going to buy the top for you or something, that's not a realistic thing to expect. Cadence says that Coinbase released. Did they actually do that? When did Coinbase do that? Ethereum 2 staking? When did that happen? Did it already begin? How did I not know about that? Well, that is bullish for Ethereum, guys. Very bullish. Willie Woo says 300K end of year target. Yeah, that's kind of what's marked up on the screen right now. But anyway, guys, we've been talking for a while. It's been like an hour 30. An hour 30 minutes. Alex Malero coming in now. Started about 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure what you're talking about. But anyway, guys, I appreciate all of you tuning in. Before you go, smash the like button, subscribe. Hit that big red subscribe button if you're new. And check out all the links below if you want to support this channel. By the way, guys, this website that you're seeing me use is the Cryptowatch platform, and that's how I'm getting this stock to flow model. So if you guys want to use the stock to flow model, click that link below, sign up for Cryptowatch, go to the analysis drop-down tab, and then click on stock to flow. And then you go to style and fill. You can fill it, and you can see it on the chart. right? And if you have it on auto or Bitstamp, it's going to do that. You have to hit manual and then scroll out yourself. Anyway, yeah, this is, if you guys want to use this yourself, you can. All right, guys, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one. Bitcoin's doing pretty good. Ethereum looks like it wants to break 2,800 soon. Chainlink's coming back up a little bit. Most of the market's coming up. It's getting pretty bullish out here, guys. Awesome to see. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video or the next stream. Peace out. Wait a second. Did Ethereum just hit a new all-time high? Ethereum may have just hit a new all-time high. Hold on. Let's check it out. Hold on. It's an encore. It's an encore. What a miracle. Hold on. Hold on, guys. What's up? We got Ethereum at a new all-time high. Whoops. Where are we at? Look at that. Here we go. Ethereum getting really bullish. Who's still in the chat? Who's still in the chat? I guess the stream is back, guys. No, I mean I'm not gonna be. I'm just gonna look at Ethereum here. Let's go. Let's go for that post stream 1 minute candle party. Oh yeah, there it is. That 1 minute candle. Ethereum, Ethereum on the 1 minute, breaking out. Who's going 100x? Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, the 1 minute is life. You know, the 1 minute candles are that's life. That's all that matters. Let's see my F2 staking position. My F2 staking position is now up to 2100 today at 87,600. I've just under 32 ETH staked. Doing pretty good. I mean, honestly, I should have the 45-second chart pulled up at this point. Does anyone have access to a nanosecond chart? That's what we need. My mood lives and dies on the 1 minute. It's so true. Guys, this is just a post-stream encore. I don't know, maybe some people just tuned in. We've already been live for a while. I was actually just ending the stream. I had the ending screen on, and then Ethereum broke out, so now I'm back. Now we're just chilling. But actually, I need to go eat food anyway. But yeah, Ethereum's breaking out. We are starting to head up to. If you guys saw, remember this target that we had, 3,275. 2618. That's our next target, 3,275, which means that Ethereum could be headed up another 15% from here to the next fib target. Boom, boom, boom. Someone says BCH is on a rip. Let's see. Where's BCH? Oh, it's at 1,000. Wow. BCH is at 1,000. Did this happen recently? There it is. BCH at 1,000. Looking to go for another rip. Roxanne, are you coming in late? I think you're coming in late. The stream was supposed to end just now, but then Ethereum started breaking out, so I came back on. Pumping, pumping, pumping. Danny says, should I long Ethereum right now? I don't know why you're not long Ethereum. Why wouldn't you already be long Ethereum? Guys, I've been buying Ethereum since like $200. 180 bucks or something. You know, I haven't sold. Why would you sell? Why would you do that? Why would you stress yourself out and sell Ethereum and try to buy back to time the market when we just discussed that the truth, the actual numbers, the statistics show that just blindly buying into the market, you know, every week or something, is actually more profitable than buying every dip. Because sometimes there is no dip, and if you just throw money at the market, it'll go up and you'll have more exposure. So if you're not good at timing the market, guys, just average in. Just average in. I know that that's not really like, that doesn't sound cool, but it's actually like for most people, that's really the way it should be. For most people. You know? Eric Stanley with a check mark. Do I know who this is? Eric Stanley has 166,000 subscribers. Looks like he plays the violin. What's up, Eric? I've never seen you before. What's up, my man? That check mark, though. That check mark. How'd you get that check mark? What do I think I need 100K, probably? Eric, you're late, though. You're late. I was supposed to end the stream. But I'm just going to end it now, guys. I don't want to watch too long. I've already been live for like over an hour and a half. Almost 2 hours, guys. Eric says, love watching your stream, silent watcher. Well, I hope you were here before, because we're about to end it, though. Eric, I appreciate you coming in. All right, guys, I'm going to go back to the end screen that I was already on before Ethereum broke out. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Peace out.